Previously on Project Zomboid. I've started building our first workshop here. This is going to be our cheese/dairy workshop. We'll probably be making some butter in here as well. Still got to put up some walls there, but we got the beginnings of our first workshop there. So let's get to bed here, and then we'll talk about making windows in the morning. Make wooden windows. All you need are 4 planks, 4 nails, a glass pane, your hammer and saw, plus level 4 of carpentry. So that stuff is all pretty easy to come by. Only thing we really need to do is make some glass panes. Go ahead, create glass from sand. There we go, got 26 glass ingots. That's awesome. We should be able to make some glass panes now. We've got 7 panes of glass, toss those in the pack dog. Make wooden windows, can make 7. Let's go ahead and do that. I guess I'll continue doing some of this in between episodes. Hello everyone, my name is Nomus and welcome back to another episode of Project Zomboid. We are picking up here today after our window crafting episode, of which I'm still having some problems putting the windows in, so I'm not exactly sure what's up with that. I'm trying to search the forums, see if anyone else has run into that problem, but as of right now I haven't figured out what's going wrong. So if you know why we can't place windows in our window frames, please let me know in the comments below. But to start things off today, I'll just let you know and show you that I have finished one of our workshops, our dairy related workshop, so our cheese and butter and milk related stuff. That's all going to be going on in here. Got our 1 female cow in here, ready to be milked whenever we need some more milk for our recipes. Also started work on I think this will be like our wine and distillery room. So I've built a couple of wooden barrels here, got those on the ground, and we are going to be doing some wine and vinegar making today, so let's go ahead and pick these barrels up and we'll bring them with us. Got a couple things on the to-do list today. We're going to try and make some vinegar, make some wine. We're going to try and make some sugar from the honey. I'll run over to the farm area because that's where we have our beehive, or our beehives now actually, because in between episodes I did make 3 more beehives. So we now have a total of 4 over in the corner here. Also put down a scarecrow stand, so we'll throw a zombie body on there in a little bit. Maybe not today. So here's our beehive, our apiculture area. And I do have jars on the ground. I don't think I have any buckets here though. Alright, so I am going to have to run back and grab some buckets. But we can just use the ones from our dairy room, I guess. So I do need those to gather the honey or process the honeycombs once we harvest them. So let's run back and grab that. I've also got 22 glass ingots on me. That's going to be for making some glass wine bottles. So we'll be getting to that as well. So a few things. We'll be doing a few things today. And I don't know if I need all 8. Let's just we'll grab 4. That should be enough. There we go. Alright, got our wooden buckets. The rest of the beekeeping stuff is up there in the box by the beehives. And we'll slowly run over there. Yeah, the base is coming together, guys. Each episode, adding a little bit more on. Getting a little bit more established. Continue working on those workshops. Let's grab our bee smoker. Our bee hat. I'll pick up some paper to refill this bee smoker. There we go, and we'll grab some violets. Okay. Let's harvest 4 honeycombs from each. We really only need 1 beehive, but whatever. We'll get them from everyone. Refill our bee smoker. What are we missing here? Oh, do I use? Oh, I guess I use 4. 4 violets from each. Okay. 4. Let's just grab them all. We'll have to do some more foraging for more violets. Harvest 4 honeycombs. There we go. Harvest 4. And harvest 4. Perfect. Now we can process all these honeycombs. Good. Process these. I'm not exactly sure how much sugar this will give us. That is why we have the baking trays up here, though. And process all that. Nope, too heavy. Too much junk on us. Let's throw these ingots in the pack dog for now. Process all that. And there's still 12 on the ground. Throw the charcoal in there, maybe? Does that free up enough room? No, is that using up all our buckets? Yep, so we got 4 wooden buckets of honey here. So let's go ahead and jar all this. Good. Now we should be able to finish this up. Good. Excellent. We'll jar as much of that as we can. Looks like we are just a little bit out of space here. So where are all these jars of honey? 16 jars. Just put that on the ground beside the baking trays. Try and finish this up. There we go, another 8. And is that everything? I guess just this one last bucket. That's a lot of honey. We just made a lot of honey. Okay, so we've got 28 jars of honey. Let's go ahead and dry this honey on our 3 baking trays. Oh, and we just do 1 jar per tray. Whoops. Okay, that's a lot of, we have a lot of extra dried honey to make. Well, let's just double check our recipe here for drying honey. Go over to our favorites. I've got a bunch of stuff bookmarked right now. Oops. Honey? Dry some honey? Honey? Didn't I? I thought I did. Maybe I didn't do this one. Alright, dry honey. So baking tray. Jar of honey. We don't actually need a fire source, I guess. We just have, yeah, dried honey here. And then we just make it into powder, I guess. Yeah, okay, with our mortar and pestle. And then we should be able to just make sugar from that. Let's double check here. Sugar. Yeah, 4 honey powder. Okay. I thought we might need the barbecue. But I guess not. Alright, so let's go over to our mortar and pestle that's on the ground here. Oh no, it's fresh uncooked. We do need to cook this. Okay, let's bring this down with us. And we'll pick up some more jars. There, we'll leave 8 up there. I thought we would have to cook this up. Let's head over to the barbecue. Maybe we'll go to sleep and then we'll come back in the morning. We have some better light to work with. Won't take very long. Alright, let's fire this thing up. We've also got some rotten crab and rotten small animal meat that we can cook up as well. So toss all that on. Go ahead and turn this on. Let's expand that. Watch this stuff cook. Just a refresher on our cooking skill level. We are about 1/3 of the way to cooking level 9. Not sure how many other recipes we still have to unlock. If there's any level 9 or level 10 recipes. It seems like level 8 may have been the highest requirement. Alright, let's go ahead and speed this up. We'll grab these first couple items off. Be turned into compost. Oh, I guess our pack dog's full. finish cooking this. And there we go. Alright, let's turn this off for now. We'll turn it on again in a second when we get some more dried honey. Alright, so make honey powder with our mortar and pestle. Go ahead and do that. Okay, we only get one honey powder per tray. So we are going to need to do a bunch of these baking trays of dried honey to be able to make some sugar. So it's 4 honey powder per sugar. So I'll just edit through me cooking up the rest of this honey. We'll come back and do the recipe for making sugar. Alright, here's the last 2 trays of dried honey. Go ahead and make honey powder out of that. Turn off our barbecue. We've used up quite a bit of fuel today. Let's turn that off. Should have about 13 hours left still though, I think. Oh, no, 10 hours. Down to 10 hours. Gone through about half of our tank there. Alright, so we now have 20 things of honey powder. Let's go ahead and make 5 bags of sugar out of this. Only requires 4 honey powder each. Go ahead and do that. Now we have a renewable source of sugar that we know works. We'll go ahead and toss the sugar into our cooking supplies here, bringing our total of sugar to might be 5, yeah. I guess we didn't have any before. We do have 3 things of vinegar already, so that's good. Alright, let's go make some glass jars, some wine jars over at our smelter. I should have everything that I need. Make glass wine bottle, not jars, wine bottle. So let's, I don't need 22 actually. Let me just drop 2 of these glass ingots. I only need 20 to actually make the wine from a barrel. So we'll do that. Make 20 wine bottles. Hopefully I have enough charcoal on me. Perfect. Pick those up. Excellent. We can drop off this charcoal now. And what else? I guess that's about it. Okay, now I guess we need to get some food here because we're starving. So hungry. Make ourselves another salad. There we go. From pumpkin. We got 28 beeswax too, that's nice. That will come in handy when making our leather, right? Finally get that war dog armor put together. We'll have to do some hunting though to get some more animals. Or actually, we can probably just use the hide from the ox once we kill them. Alright, put some cabbage in there. I did harvest some cabbage in between episodes. Put in some potato. And have I put cheese in yet? Yes, I did. Okay. Step away. Just finish using up the stuff we have on us. Cheese. We can make a pretty mean salad right now. 47 hunger, 20 boredom, 20 unhappiness. Let's go ahead and eat that whole thing. I guess I could drop off our tongs and work gloves too. Don't really need to hang on to those. So we'll just drop those in here. Same with the work gloves. I need the wooden buckets for juicing the grapes. That's what we're going to be doing next. Right now, head up to our potted grape plant. First we'll grab some fertilizer so we can harvest that. So we'll grab one of those. Actually, we should grab a few because I think we need quite a few grapes. We'll grab 2. Just bring up the recipe for that. Now this one should be favorited. Here we go. Juice grapes into wooden bucket. I already have a mechanical juicer on us. We need 16 grapes per bucket. So let's see how many we get from one harvest here. Harvest grapes. Put that rotten meat away. So we get 5 per harvest. And how much fertilizer did we use? Not bad. Alright, let's just go and harvest all the grapes we can. With what fertilizer we have. So it'd be nice to be able to, well actually here, let's go back to the recipe here. So we can juice it with 16 grapes, but then we need 5 buckets of, to make a barrel of grape juice. So we actually need quite a few grapes. I might have to make some more fertilizer. Dry some raisins. No, let's juice grapes into wooden bucket. Drying raisins, though, that might be a good source of food. We'll have to try that sometime. Alright, we'll juice these 2. So we need 3 more buckets. I got 8 compost there. I can make another couple out of these rotten pieces of meat. So we'll do this one. And then the crab. Okay, so that should be another bag of compost. Perfect. We'll grab this last one from in here. Still might not be enough. We might be waiting another episode to make this. I guess we could grab all the rest of the rotten fruits and veggies from the grocery store we went to down here. That could be an option. Maybe we could do that. Just do that today if we don't get enough grapes here. Alright, so let's harvest all again. Alright, so another 48 grapes. Go ahead and juice those. That's another 2 buckets. So we're short 1 bucket. Or actually, no, we have 16 more grapes on the ground. We just need to get 1 more bucket. Okay. I'm going to keep some bags here. The compost bin. So I think we do have enough. Just need to go back and grab 1 more bucket. Got our bottles on us. Let's drop off this beekeeping stuff. Okay, I'll drop the beeswax in here for now. More empty sandbags, jars with lids, put those down here. Juicer we'll keep out, mortar and pestle, put down. The paper can go back in here. Alright, let's go grab 1 more bucket from our milking workshop, our dairy workshop. And I suppose I should just keep 5 buckets up by the grape plant. Or just move the grape. It'd probably make more sense just to move the grape plant into the winemaking workshop. Let's grab 1 more bucket. And then I'll just need to make more buckets. So I think I want to keep 8 in the dairy area. And I guess we could keep 10 in the winemaking area. Alright, so we'll juice this. That'll give us 5 buckets. 5 wooden buckets of wine. Fill barrel with grape juice. Cool. So we now have a barrel of grape juice. Alright, let's just take a look here. So we got the barrel. So we can ferment this with 1 yeast. Or we can make 20 bottles of wine. Let's go over to this part here. Ferment wine, fill bottles with wine, yeah. So I've got 20 empty bottles. It might not be that recipe, it might be... There's 2 different recipes here. Fill bottles with wine. Yeah, this one. Well, I don't really need the wine. I think what we'll do is we will go down and grab some yeast. I'll leave the one barrel up here for our next batch of wine. With that one, we can fill up our wine bottles. But let's just make some vinegar here. Let's see how many bottles of vinegar this makes. So we got 6 things of yeast. We'll go ahead and ferment grape juice. Just uses 1. Take some time. Okay. So now... Alright, so we got... Oh, it doesn't even use up the whole yeast. Okay. Alright, so what happened there? We have the barrel of wine. Did I not do it? What happened? Ferment wine. Barrel of vinegar. Maybe I didn't wait long enough? Let's try this again. There we go, barrel of vinegar. Nice. Okay. Now, how do we make vinegar? Now we need 20 empty bottles to make the vinegar. I didn't look at that. 20 empty bottles. Okay. Can we make more glass? I don't think I have any more sand. Alright, well this is ready to go. Leave that here. Let's drop off stuff we don't need at the moment. We'll make a run down in the morning to that grocery store, pick up the rest of that rotten food, make more compost. I'll go grab some more sand. Wooden buckets. Yeah, we'll keep those on us. Well, it's good that it doesn't use up all the yeast. It's good to know. Yeah, so I'll just edit here, guys, and we'll come back in the morning, go down to the grocery store, grab the rest of that rotten food, and we'll make some more compost, get some sand, make glass bottles, get 20 bottles of vinegar. That should last us a long time. And we'll probably finish up the episode doing that stuff. Alright, let's grab the rest of this rotten food in here. Should be a decent amount. Should be able to get hopefully a couple bags of fertilizer out of this. I assume all this stuff can be turned into fertilizer, into compost. Okay, that's it for that. Grab this stuff. Anything that can't, we'll just drop into our seed box. Let's just pick up everything that's in here. And we won't have to come back again. Everything should fit. Okay. More stuff at the front. Orange soda. Orange soda. Paper towel. Sure. And I guess I don't have any Ziploc bags. I thought I did. Must be at one of the other bases. So we are going to need to find some of those. Especially if we're going to go start drying food. So we'll need quite a few for that. Okay. Tap this. We still have the back room too. Full of stuff. Although we are almost full. Our pack dog. Maybe we'll just get this front area. Fill up our strapped canteens here. Fill up strapped canteens. Excellent. I might just grab this. Shop dispenser. Kind of cool. Alright, so we might be able to fit most of this stuff in here. It doesn't weigh very much, so. Grab all, grab all. We're going to be spending a good day and a half or 2 days just composting all this stuff. Alright, we're full. Let's just fill up our main inventory. all the rotten stuff. I'm sure some of this stuff we won't be able to compost. But yeah, we definitely have a few bags worth of fertilizer here. I would think so. It's only 10 compost per bag, so I think we're in pretty good shape to make our other barrel of wine. And I'll just edit through me picking up sand, because that is boring. Oh, there's one more thing here. There we go. Alright, I think we got everything. So, I will cut here, and we will come back once I have made all the glass bottles we need and composted all this rotten food. Alright guys, a couple days have passed. I've composted all that we could. There was just a few items that we weren't able to compost, like the pumpkins, that little fish, that little bait fish we had, but most of the stuff got composted. I think I ended up with 99 compost out of that, so that's almost 10 bags worth. That's pretty good. I've also gone ahead and made 20 empty bottles here, so we should be able to fill these bottles with vinegar now. Let's go ahead and do that. And we now have 20 bottles of vinegar. Awesome. Let's toss that into our cooking shelf, bringing our total to, drumroll, 23 bottles of vinegar, 5 bags of sugar. We'll keep making more sugar so we have a bunch of that on hand. And then maybe next episode we can start doing some jarring. Or maybe after we get a couple more good harvests, we'll start doing some jarring of food. Okay, so this wooden barrel, I will keep that on me. We'll take that back to the wine room. Equip that secondary. Let's just finish off the episode by making a barrel of wine. And actually we'll bag the rest of this compost as well. So we'll make 4 more bags with our empty sandbags here. There we go, and there's 29 left. Awesome. I already have 3 on the ground here. So let's pick all this stuff up. Let's go ahead and harvest a bunch of grapes. We'll start with that. See how many this gives us. 3. Okay. 2, 3. I should have 2 left, right? 2 wooden buckets left. Where are they? Yes. Okay, so let's harvest some more grapes here. Alright, let's try that. Perfect. And we got 5 left. We can just juice these into a ball bottle. And we'll eat this one. Alright, so we now have 5 buckets of wine again. Let's go ahead and fill this with grape juice. We now have, let's see, where is it? A barrel of grape juice. So we need to ferment this, right? Turn it into wine. Let's go down and do that. Head over to our cooking cabinet where that yeast is. Alright, ferment grape juice. Okay, I see. So we ferment the grape juice to make the wine, and then we ferment the wine to make the vinegar. Makes sense. Alright, so we have this barrel of wine now. Let's go ahead and fill our 20 bottles with wine. Unpack all those bottles. Fast forward that. And there's our grape juice that we made. And look at that, 20 bottles of wine. Well, why not? Let's drink. We did quite a bit of work today. I think we deserve a bottle or 2. Let's actually have 2. Let's see if we can get shit-faced again. Utterly shit-faced. Is you and me, brother. Alright guys, that does it for this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to drop the rest of this wine off into our bar area. Hit that like button if you enjoyed. Leave me some comments below. Feel free to subscribe if you're new to the channel. And until next time, I'll talk to you all later.